Hey y'all, Bree Clark here, Brianna Clark, whatever you want to call me, just be nice about it. Welcome to PsychicBree.com. Today, I'm going to talk to you about fear. Fear is something that has served me well. And when I say that is, there have been a lot of things that I've been afraid of. I have been afraid of death. Last year at this time, I had a surgery. I was in and out of the hospital for a 90-day span. I spent 30 days in the hospital, and they didn't know what was wrong with me. It was scary. And then when I finally knew what was wrong with me, then they had to figure out how to treat me. That's some scary stuff. I've been scared of losing my mom. I've been scared of being shut out by my family. I've been scared of losing my husband. I have been afraid of what my children will turn out to be. I have been afraid of being able to pay the electric bill and the mortgage. I have been afraid of losing my home. I've done that twice. Losing vehicles, done that several times. I have been afraid of being a failure. As a parent, as a wife, as a mother, as a daughter, a granddaughter, a sibling, an aunt, a marketer, a business partner. I'm very, very good at being afraid. What I'm also very good at is using that fear to fuel what I need to do. I remember being at my truly humblest when we lost our home in 2008. We had this beautiful home. Beautiful. It was amazing. We called it East Park Circle because that's the street it was on. It was 4,000 square feet. It had everything we wanted. It was beautiful, modern, but was older, so it had been remodeled. It was in the middle of town. It was within walking distance of where I like to exercise around Luther Lake. We really loved that house. And then we couldn't afford it. We had to let it go. And the next house we lived in was a rental. And the leasing company that we were paying was not paying the homeowner, and the house went into foreclosure. We lost that house too. The rental property that we did own went into foreclosure. We lost that too. I'm very good at losing houses, which made me afraid to own anything for many, many years. Those of you that knew me when I lived in Idaho, when I first moved there, I had a very minimalist survival attitude. There is nothing wrong with that. That is who I was at that time, and I love Bree for who she was then. That is by far not who I am now. But I had to travel that journey to get there. And so what ended up happening was I felt like if I didn't have anything to lose, no one could take it away from me. Does that make sense? Because it did to me at the time. So I didn't want to have nice things. I did not aspire for anything. I was so scared of monetary or materialistic success that I very much just wanted to stay basically poor or minimalist, whatever you want to call it, whatever label that is. And so for many years, we lived very humbly, and it was fun. It was good. I think I was the skinniest I ever was in that time frame. But my husband is an ambitious son of a bitch, and I love him for that. He has ambition and drive that inspired me. And so we ended up getting back into a 4,000 square foot house. It was a rental, and we move a lot. Like, we're very good at moving. And anyways, we kind of got back into that ambition of being entrepreneurs. We've always been entrepreneurs, and when you fail at being an entrepreneur at a very early age, it does something to you. It can be traumatic, to say the least, and you have to work through that. But this is where fear served me. I have failed numerous times. Numerous times I've failed. I have failed businesses. I've had successful businesses. I've actually shut down the main money flow of the business I own now because of ambition, because I feel like I want to do something else. And in order for it to be successful, I cannot have my attention split so many different ways. Right now, I do a lot for my husband's business as well as all my others. And there has to be something that had to give. And so the thing about fear is fear and faith do not coexist. And I have faith in myself. I have faith in my guides. I have faith in my God. And even if this business fails, I'll learn something from it. I'm going to do everything I can to keep it from failing. But that is where fear serves me. I'm so scared that I'm going to fail at this, that I'm not going to be able to make money, that I'm not going to be able to help people, that I'm going to let people down. I mean, that's the biggest fear, really, isn't it? You let people down, you let yourself down. But that fear drives me. It says, I take that energy and I go, okay, and I flip it on its script. Let's say I do fail. What's the worst case scenario? And I walk through that, and then I go, wait a minute, nobody died. I'm still here. I can try again. And that's the thing, is you got to take fear and flip the script and try to make it serve you. Walk through the worst case scenario and face it, and then say, how would I approach the worst case scenario? I'm very good at the worst case scenario. Here's where I changed and I started being successful again. I started visualizing success. I know this seems ridiculous and hooey, new age stuff, but if people like Oprah Winfrey and Jim Carrey and Tiger Woods and there's just so many people in positions of success, and Tony Robbins, these people visualize what they want. So I started doing that, and when I started doing that, things started to happen. I wanted to move back to Tennessee. I did not know how. I did not know what we would do for work. I didn't even know where we get the money to get here. But I visualized myself living here, being around my family, feeling the tie to the land that I have here, the history, the love, the support. And I just started visualizing that and what that looked like. And then I wrote down everything that I needed to make that happen. And then I started seeing myself having that stuff given to me, provided for me by God, by the universe, whatever you want to say. And I asked for help. You know, I wrote on Facebook, I said, I'm moving to Tennessee. I need someone to take over this lease. I mean, I hustled. It wasn't like I wrote it down on a piece of paper or threw some sage on it and burned it and expect the universe to deliver. I hustled. I got out there. I posted on Craigslist. I sold anything I could sell. I talked to old builders that we used to work for, asked them if they were looking for a trim carpenter. My husband got back into trim carpentry. He's done very well providing for us in that area, and I just did it. And I'm home. I've been here for 2 years. I've been through 3 birthday parties for my nephew. My mom had cancer. I wasn't 2,000 miles away when that happened. My mom and dad got married. I was here for that. My grandmother is like this globe-trotting cougar And I get to see that. I have a set of twin cousins who are amazing and rambunctious as hell, and I got to see that. And I have another cousin named Oakley, and I have a cousin who's invented a new genre of music called country rap or hip hop. And I got to see that. And there's just so many other things that I'm able to be here for because I visualized it. I put it out there. I let fear work for me and not against me. And I have faith that this is where I was supposed to be. So, if you want help flipping the script on fear, please set up an appointment. Shoot me an email. Shoot me a message on Twitter or Facebook or Instagram. Let's talk. I would love to help you. Y'all have an absolutely fabulous day. And remember, fear and faith can't coexist.